Alright. Sorry that this review is a little late, but hey, better late than never, am I right? So, let's dive right into Return to New York, or whatever the hell this episode was called. First off, this really feels like now we're getting back on track after, 8 episodes of just Freak of the Week episodes. Actually, technically 7 episodes of Freak of the Week, and then 8 got back on track, and now we're back in New York, and it looks, the Krang have taken over. The Krang have literally turned New York into its own little city-state and said they're either mutated or mind-controlled most of the humans, and only a small number are left that are unmutated. And I really hope maybe we'll get to see less the humans that are still around. Maybe there's a resistance, or they live underground. I'd like to see that furthered. Also, at this point, can we call April Jean Grey? Can we just call her Jean Grey? Because literally, she's using all the psychic her psychic powers are becoming more and more in tuned. Yeah, let's just call her Jean Grey 2.0 at this point. Anyway, let's talk about a few other things. Also, that new intro. That was so cool. We literally have the Ninja Turtles, who now have the Party Wagon. The Party Wagon is their new transportation, with basically playing Twisted Metal with Bebop and frickin' Rocksteady, which are coming next episode. Yay! And we see also Mondo Gecko. Could that also with Leatherhead back? Could you could you be any more excited as I am? I've never been more excited. So that was really cool. We also got to see the ninjutsu costumes, or as I like to call them, the stuff that the marketing costumes, because that's what they are. But I'd like to see those come back. Also get to see the turtle blimp, which is also pretty cool. But yeah, this episode was so good, and I'm going to say this right now. My theory is that this is going to be the end of the Krang arc. This is going to wrap up the entire Krang story. I think this is it for the Krang, at least for now, until this show gets a few more seasons. But I think after this season, this will be the end of the Krang threat for now. Either they'll be this will be the end. They won't be the major villains anymore for the next season. I'm convinced that this is going to end it, and then we move on to Shredder from here on out. Shredder will be the major villain from this point onward. And the Krang may show up now and again, but I don't think they'll have as big an impact as they have for the past 3 seasons. So, at least that's my theory. But yeah, it was so cool to see, all the little references. Did anyone else catch the reference to the 3 mutant Shredders? That was a reference to both the 2003 cartoon and the Mirage comics. Oh, it was so cool with the 3 mutant Shredders. But yeah, a few other things is that you really see that it's not, the Turtles may be back, and that, they feel mentally ready, but still they're, they're still on the run. They're playing on the bad guys' territory now. They gotta watch their ass, and it's gonna be bad. This is not gonna end well for them. Well, it's not gonna do well for them, and now they're hiding out in a pizza parlor, which I also, again, caught the little reference of an underground subway at the underground train station, a la a second movie. Yay. And I really like the idea, the whole thing of Master Splinter, because the story of this is that the Turtles, their first objective find Splinter. Second objective, which will be the next episode, is to find Karai. And from there, they then take back the city from Shredder and the Krang. And yeah, we find out that Splinter is his mind and body have been separated, and that's why we got the little spirit, the spirit Splinter in the previous episode. And this one is now he's just more or less feral until Jean Grey Jr. uses her powers to merge his mind and body together and bring Splinter back to the way he was. So I really like that. I really like that, and I know it's not, and let me say this: I'm not ragging on calling April Jean Grey Jr. or whatever. I'm not I like the idea of having Jean Grey April. You see. You see, I like the idea of April doing more stuff. I like the idea of her being a Konoichi rather than, be the, either in the 2003 series, being the scientist character, the supporting character, and in the previous season, the 80s cartoon, being helpless. So I like her doing more stuff and adding to her mythos. And plus, this is just another chapter in the Turtleverse, But yeah. Among other things, it's really interesting to see where they're going with the because it looks like the Dimension X and Earth are going to bleed into each other, because we see all those mutant humans in Dimension X mining, and my theory is that what's probably going to happen is that Dimension X is going to literally bleed more and more into it, because it looks like the whole, what's the word called? What's the word when the two universes are more or less our Earth and our dimension and Dimension X are going to eventually bleed into each other. Right now, it's kind of like the positive and negative effect, where one universe is kind of coinciding simultaneously with this universe. Did that make any sense? I don't think so. Anyway, so I'm really curious to see how that's all going to go down. But for right now, so excited. This was a really great episode, once again, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with Karai in the next episode, as well as the introduction of Bebop and Rocksteady. Yay! We're finally getting Bebop and Rocksteady. Oh. That is going to be so good. Oh, that's going to be so good, guys. You don't even know. But, anyway. So, you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you guys like it? You hate it? Comment below, let me know. And, yeah. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all later.